What's going on YouTube? We're back here today with another fantasy basketball mock draft. Today we're doing a 12-team categories league with the 5th pick. Before we get into the video, please do leave a like, comment, subscribe, especially if this video helped you out. So Jokic went first, Giannis went second, Embiid third, and Luka fourth. We're gonna take KD with the number 5 pick. Solid pickup, such great stats in field goal, free throw. Gets a good amount of rebounds, became a decent playmaker now as well, and a steal and a block. You really can't go wrong with KD, very well-rounded player. Steph goes 6, Tatum, Harden, Ja, Trey, Cat, LaMelo, LeBron, Lillard, D-Book, AD, Kyrie, Jimmy Butler, Bradley Beal. Since we have a pretty well-rounded player like KD, I do like grabbing Paul George in the second round a lot. 24, 7, 6 assists. 2.2 steals, which we love to see, and 3 threes as well. Halliburton's another decent option right here. He averaged 15 and 8 last year with 1.7 steals and 2 threes. However, after he got traded to Indiana, I think it was closer to like 17 or 18 and definitely above 10 assists a game. And the threes were there and the steals were there as well. So Tyrese is a solid pickup, but I definitely want to go Paul George. I just love his versatility. There goes Sabonis, Tyrese, DeRozan, Shea, Donovan Mitchell, Pascal Siakam, Fred VanVleet, and DeJounte Murray. We have a couple of choices here. Since we grabbed Paul George, I don't want to grab Kawhi. Garland's a great selection, 22 and 9 assists about, 2.6 threes. Bam is another great selection, 20 points, 10 rebounds, almost 3 assists, about a block, steal and a half a game. Doesn't contribute much in threes, but great field goal, which goes well with KD and Paul George, and also a good free throw shoot. Well, decent free throw shooter. So Bam's a great selection here. Other players we could go for. Anthony Edwards wouldn't be a bad selection as well. 22 points, about 5 rebounds, about 4 assists. Hits the 3 very well. 1.5 steals, 0.6 blocks. And he's going to be playing shooting guard this year instead of small forward, I'm assuming. So he may get more open looks. But I'm going to have to grab Bam here. Kind of lock up our center spot early on. There goes Zion, Kawhi Leonard, Chris Middleton, Jaylen Brown, Rudy Gobert, Anthony Edwards, Darius Garland, Nikola Vucevic, Cade Cunningham, Chris Paul, CJ McCollum, Porzingis, Ingram, and Robert Williams. Robert Williams is out for 2 months, I believe. So you can definitely grab Robert Williams a little bit later on. DeAndre Ayton's here. I think he's in line for a good year. 17 points, 10 rebounds. Great field goal. Not really going to help you in the three-point department. And almost a steal, almost a block a game. I expect a big year for Ayton, mostly because Phoenix really just paid him. They're definitely going to want to use him. And also, they have no idea what they're going to do with their power forward slot. So Ayton's a good selection. Zach LaVine's another one. 24, 5, about half a steal and about half a block a game, about threes a game, and shoots well from the field and the line. And Lonzo Ball is going to miss a good portion of the season. He might miss the entire season, so that's going to up LaVine and DeRozan's usage a lot as well. Ayton definitely won't be here on the swing back, but I actually think I'm going to go Zach LaVine. I like his scoring punch over Ayton. Jrue Holiday, Ayton, Mobley, De'Aaron Fox, Julius Randle, Jared Allen, Miles Turner, and Scotty Barnes. Now we have choices like OG Anunoby, who I really like as a kind of do-it-all kind of player. He doesn't grab many assists, but very versatile. The steals and the threes are really important with OG. Terry Rozier as well, almost 20 points, about 4 rebounds, 4 assists. 1.3 steals and 3 threes a game. With Miles Bridges probably not playing this year, Terry is a great pick. Desmond Bane's another one, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 1.2 steals, 3 threes a game. Not a huge contributor in the assist department, but I believe Terry Rozier might be the better pickup just because of his little bump in assists and threes. There goes Michael Porter Jr., Jonas Valanciunas, Desmond Bane, Christian Wood, Yusuf Nurkic, John Collins, Potto, Clint Capella, Sengun, Draymond, Wendell Carter, Jaren Jackson Jr., Mitchell Robinson, and Rashawn Holmes. Let's take a look at our roster. So we have Terry Rozier, Paul George, LaVine, KD, Bam. got a pretty nice starting five there. To add on to that, again, we're kind of focusing on the versatility and the defense, so we really want a good field goal percentages, good free throw percentages, good three-point shooters, good steals, and well-rounded players that get a good amount of rebounds and assists. Could grab Ben Simmons here. Obviously not a great contributor in threes, or not a great free throw shooter either. However, the rebounds are going to be there, the assists are going to be there, the steals and the blocks as well. We do already have KD, so I will hold off on getting Ben Simmons. However, if he is there the next round, I probably will grab him. Or Josh Giddey is another choice. Very similar numbers, 13 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. Doesn't shoot well from the field, however, but does hit a 3 here and there. So maybe we'll grab Josh Giddey next time around. But for this time, I'm leaning between OG and Mikal Bridges just because of their defense. OG gets 1.5 steals and 2.4 threes. Mikal last year got 1.2 and 1.4 threes. Mikal does shoot better, but shoots less. We'll take OG just because it's bumping points. There goes Al Horford, Paolo Banchero, Klay Thompson, Bobby Portis, Marvin Bagley, Jamal Murray, Devin Vassell, which I think this is really early for him, Mo Bamba. And this gives us a perfect opportunity to grab Josh Giddey. Scrolling down, there's also PJ Washington, Brandon Clark that they're recommending us. However, I like Josh Giddey here. Other versatile players you could grab: Tyler Herro, 20 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and about 3 threes. We do have Bam, so I kind of want to avoid that. Oh, we do have Paul George for Josh Giddey as well. Oh no, Paul George is on Clippers. Whoops. I'm like 3 years behind. Tyrese Maxey is another option here. 18 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Well, about 2 threes and about a steal a game. He played amazing even with Harden in town. But I think Josh Giddey's upside and just great counting stats in rebounds and assists just making the better pick here. There goes Isaiah Stewart, Brook Lopez, Brandon Clark, RJ Barrett, Bojan Bogdanovic, who's not in Utah anymore. He's in Detroit. But I believe his value will take a little bit of a hit in Detroit. But Ivica Zubac, PJ Washington, Isaiah Jackson, Jalen Smith, Tobias Harris, Mikal Bridges, Onyeka Okongwu, Lonzo Ball, who will most likely also get drafted much later on now, and Russell Westbrook, who would have been a great solid pick for us as well, just because of his versatility all around. Ben Simmons is still here, kind of really makes me want to grab him. Looking at our team, we do need a center because they put Bam at our power forward. So that's something we should kind of look toward. However, I'm not really seeing a center that I like right now, so we can hold off on that. Otherwise, pretty well-rounded so far. Got a little bit of everything. Jalen Green could be a nice selection here. I do expect his numbers to go up, but his efficiency is not amazing. Jeremy Grant is another one that really helps defensively and hits the 3. But I think we are going to bite the bullet, take Ben Simmons here as well, just because of his defensive versatility. And he is going to play this year, so he will get us a lot of stats. So let's grab Ben Simmons. There goes James Wiseman, Claxton, Steven Adams, Montrezl Harrell, Andre Drummond, Chris Boucher, Isaiah Hartenstein, which I also think this is way too early for him. He's going to be the backup big man in New York. I know big men are much more valued in these drafts. However, I wouldn't value him this high. Andrew Wiggins next, and now back to us. So we could grab Tyrese Maxey. He's been sitting here for a little bit, kind of getting slept on. We still need that center. This is why a lot of the centers go early, like Isaiah Hartenstein, just because it's so hard to find a center. Like, the best center available right now is Thomas Bryant, and Walker Kessler's not a bad one. Precious Achiuwa is probably not a bad one. Yeah, I think Walker Kessler makes sense. So maybe we'll grab Walker Kessler the next round, just because I see Maxey here, and it's really hard to pass up on him. It's really hard to pass on Tyler Herro. Keldon Johnson's another one. Actually, we're going to grab Keldon Johnson. Last year, averaged 17 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, about a steal and 2 threes a game. Pretty good field goal. However, this year, again, I've been saying it all these videos, the Spurs have no one offensively. It's shocking to me that Devin Vassell went before him. Keldon Johnson is going to be their go-to guy offensively, and it's really going to run through him. So I'm going to grab Keldon Johnson here, Just want to make sure we have a good amount of point guards and shooting guards, so I feel comfortable grabbing a couple forwards here. Hopefully Walker Kessler doesn't go. There goes Pukasevsky, Jalen Duren, Kelly Olynyk, Isaiah Roby, PJ Tucker, Thad Young, Jeremy Grant, Buddy Hield, Tyrese Maxey, Kevin Love, Sadiq Bey, Gordon Hayward, D'Lo, and Daniel Gafford. Damn, they're really slacking on Jordan Poole and Tyler Herro here, and Jalen Green, even Marcus Smart, Kyle Lowry, Jalen Brunson. These are solid pickups right here. I'm gonna grab Walker Kessler just because I don't. Oh, he might make it through. Yeah. You know what? It's really hard to pass up on Jordan Poole, Tyler Herro, Jalen Green, Marcus Smart. So let's take a look. Marcus Smart obviously gives us the most steals and probably assists as well. Jordan Poole will definitely give us the most threes. Well, he averaged about 3 last year. I think Tyler Herro as well. Tyler Herro is probably going to get more points just because he'll probably get more playing time. Jalen Green will definitely get more points, I believe, than both of them. Probably take the next step. There is Jabari Smith Jr. there as well. 2 threes, not bad. About a steal. Jalen Brunson is another player that's going to have a big boost this year. Doesn't hit that many threes, but he does shoot it well when he does take them. Great field goal. About a steal a game. I would like to see who has the most steals. That's probably the one I'm going to go with. Jalen Green, 0.7. Tyler Herro, 0.7. So they're all going to be 0.7. They're all about the same. Kyle Lowry, 1.1 steals, 2 threes, 7 assists. We don't have the greatest rebounders on our team. It's really just Bam, Giddey, Ben Simmons, KD, Paul George, I guess, Keldon Johnson. All right, so we have pretty average rebounders. No one crazy like Rudy Gobert or crazy rebounder, Sabonis, and obviously the first round picks like Giannis and Jokic. So I do think for that reason I will lean more toward assists and steals, but the points of Tyler Herro is so hard to pass up. You know what? Let's go Tyler Herro. Lock him in. Just because of his scoring ability. Just signed that extension, so I expect another good year for Herro. And Miami's kind of figuring it out right now. I know they don't have a starting power forward, so Herro might get a big bump in play time. There's Kuzma, Poole, Sexton, Dylan Brooks, Malcolm Brogdon, Jalen Brunson, Jalen Green, and Marcus Smart. As we said later, we need that center. I'm going to grab Walker Kessler. I still feel like it's a little early, but we need to lock up a center big time, really. And I don't want to miss out on having him and having to draft someone like Nerlens Noel as my starting center. But yeah, let's grab Walker Kessler. He's going to be starting in Utah with Rudy Gobert gone. Going to get a lot of rebounds. Pretty decent field goal shooter. So I expect a big rookie year for Walker Kessler. Might actually be in top 5 rookie of the year campaign. There's Derek White, Kyle Lowry, Gary Trent, Kevin Porter, Kevon Looney, Franz Wagner, who I also expect a big year from. He was balling during the Euro Cup. There's Herb Jones, Anthony Simons, Trey Jones, John Wall, Jalen Suggs, Monte Morris, Norman Powell, and Bogdan Bogdanovic. So we could grab someone like Lauri Markkanen here. Averaged 15 last year, about 6 rebounds, 1.3 assists. Not the greatest playmaker, almost a steal a game, almost a block a game, but he should have the opportunity to put up a lot of points in Utah, especially since now Bogdanovic is gone, and most likely they will trade Conley. So Markkanen's a good shot here. Cam Johnson's another player. 12 rebounds, 4 assists, great field goal and free throw shooter, and hits the 3 really well. He might become the starting power forward once Jay Crowder gets traded. If he does, we could always go Robert Covington, one of the best versatile players in fantasy. Jabari Smith is also here. And Keegan Murray is another starting power forward that we could grab as well. But I think I am going to go with Lauri Markkanen. He's the most proven one here over Keegan Murray and Jabari Smith Jr. Jabari Smith Jr. and Keegan Murray I like as well. I think they're also going to be in the top 5 Rookie of the Year race. But Lauri Markkanen is proven. He's going to get a lot of opportunities, especially in Utah when the next best scorer now is probably Jordan. Well, the best scorer is probably Jordan Clarkson, and now followed by Colin Sexton and now Markkanen. And then if Clarkson gets traded, it's just a whole lot of shots to go around in Utah. It does give us the Utah front court basically, but I'm okay with that. There goes Jabari Smith, DeAnthony Melton, Karis LeVert, Mike Conley, Keegan Murray, Miles Bridges, who I don't see getting drafted at all this year, Robert Covington, who I would have loved, Harrison Barnes. And now we have a good amount of choices right here. Patrick Williams is a player that I do expect to have a bounce back this year after injury. Dort averaged 17, 4, 1.7, about a steal a game, and 3 threes last year before he got injured, so he's another solid pick. Oh, Utah's Jared Vanderbilt. I forgot about him. Another great pickup, if only we didn't already have 2 Utah players. And Josh Hart, probably going to be the starting small forward for Portland. Another very versatile player, 15 rebounds. Love his rebounding abilities for his height. 4 assists, 1.1 steals, 1.4 threes, and great field goal and free throw. He's probably, and Dinwiddie here as well. Dinwiddie didn't have the greatest of years, but now that Brunson is gone, he is going to get the opportunity to start next to Luka. 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1.7 threes. If I was the Mavs, I would kind of stagger Dinwiddie and Luka, have them play as much minutes with the other one not on the court as much as possible. Looking at our roster, we do have a good amount of point guards and scorers. I guess defense and threes would be what we're looking for. So I think for that reason, Josh Hart makes the most sense. Also does get 4 assists, so not much off of Dinwiddie. And the 7 rebounds. Dinwiddie might score more this game, but we have so many scorers like Harrow, Keldon Johnson, Terry Rozier, Zach LaVine, Paul George, KD, that I'm comfortable drafting a little bit more of the other stats. There goes Devontae Graham, Jaden Ivey, Spencer Dinwiddie, Reggie Jackson, Cole Anthony, Jared Vanderbilt, and Alex Caruso. Got a B on this draft. Our lineup was Terry Rozier, Paul George, Zach LaVine, KD, Bam Adebayo, OG Anunoby, Walker Kessler, Josh Giddey, Ben Simmons, Keldon Johnson, Tyler Harrow, Lauri Markkanen, and Josh Hart. Not a bad draft. I do see some big weaknesses here. For example, we have Bam Adebayo and Tyler Harrow. Then we also have Ben Simmons and KD. Then we also have Lauri Markkanen and Walker Kessler. And just, I don't like to double up on too many players on the same team. And going through the draft, it's kind of always hard to remember, oh yeah, I drafted Walker Kessler earlier, I'm not going to grab Lauri Markkanen. Then it's also really hard to pass up on value sometimes. So the draft obviously could have gone a little bit better. For example, maybe we could have grabbed, instead of Walker Kessler, instead of Lauri Markkanen, we could have grabbed the other forwards I was talking about, like Keegan Murray, or Jabari Smith, or Harrison Barnes, or even grab Josh Hart and grab Spencer Dinwiddie to close it all out. Instead of Tyler Harrow, I believe it went this way. Yeah, we could have grabbed D'Lo, we could have grabbed Sadiq Bey, who I think is gonna have a good year, Tyrese Maxey, Franz Wagner as well. So there were opportunities to have a better draft, but overall, I'm fine with the draft. And that's all for this video. Again, please do leave a like, comment, subscribe, especially if this video helped you out with your fantasy basketball draft.